UFC 320 is this Saturday, and Alex Pereira is gonna knock Big Ank's lights out. I'm calling it right now. Let's get into our picks. We got Big Ank versus CHAMA, Alex Pereira. I don't know if a lot of people know this. A lot of people didn't. Nobody was talking about this, but literally, Alex Pereira went on an interview with Ariel Helwani and said he had a broken hand and he was very, very sick in that last fight they had. And Ariel was like, was it so bad you even thought about pulling out? And Alex was like, yeah. So Alex came in super compromised, and Ank still couldn't take him down. He's not a good wrestler, bro. If Alex can check off all his takedowns with a broken hand, Alex is going to starch him, knock his lights out. He's going to come out way more aggressive. I think we can see a Khalil Roundtree type performance when he comes out just out the gate throwing like a front kick or something. He's already going to be confident because Ank couldn't take him down one time with a broken hand while being sick. So I'm going to go Alex, maybe like a third round TKO finish. I think he'll be able to knock Ank down, jump on him and get the finish like he always does. One thing that is kind of nerve-wracking is Alex likes to chop people's legs down, and he did a lot of that in the first fight, and that shit was not affecting Ank. So I'm curious to see if he goes with that same approach by doing that lead leg calf kick. We'll see. You know, Ank likes to walk forward and keep the pressure, but he just doesn't throw high output, bro. It's just not enough output for me. It's boring as hell. I pray to God Alex doesn't get held up against the cage for a whole round like he did in the last fight. I feel like Alex is going to show a lot more urgency this fight because he knows if he loses this again, he's not going to get another title shot, you know what I'm saying? So he's going to have to start all over and fight contenders, and he's getting up there in age, too old for that. I really hope Alex wins because every time I watch Ankalaev fight, it's just always boring fights, man. So we'll see, but I'm going Alex third round TKO finish. Lucas Tracy made a good point about this. Alex in the last camp was traveling all over the world. This camp, he's been only in Connecticut in Glover's gym training his ass off. Traveling a lot is very hard on the body. Jet lag, that's a real thing. So he should be fresh coming into fight camp. This has been a funny build-up because they literally had beef. They were beefing over Google Translate. That's some of the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life, is them beefing over Google Translate. No CHAMA, let's go. Yeah, I got Alex in this, man. Next I think this is going to be a very, very interesting fight. Sandhagen has very, 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 very good grappling. If you go back and watch the fight with Umar, he stuffed damn near every takedown or immediately got back up or was in no harm on the ground in their fight until maybe the fifth round. I think he got taken down at the very end. He got held down a little bit at the end, but I think he'd already just given up because Umar, you know, just too quick, popping him with the crisp boxing. But Merab, I think Merab's going to be in for a surprise. Now, Merab can usually break people. Will Corey Sandhagen get broke? There's no way in hell Merab submits Corey, and I don't think Corey's got a pretty good chin too, and I don't think he'll be able to knock Corey out. Merab, I don't think Merab will be able to knock Corey out or submit him, and I don't think Corey will be able to submit Merab. Well, I'm not gonna say that. Corey's not gonna knock Merab out. The only chance of Corey actually winning this fight is snatching up a leg lock, snatching up some kind of crazy submission. Because I'm not gonna lie, Corey injured Davison Figueiredo in that fight. He injured TJ. Like Corey's snatching knees out here. So I think Corey should definitely try to go for a leg lock on Merab. Merab's ground and pound isn't really like that. I mean, I wouldn't be worried about Merab punching me if I got his leg and I'm holding on for his leg, trying to snatch up a leg lock. I think Merab hits harder on the feet than he does like actually on the ground. But if I had to pick, damn, bro. Something telling me to go with Sandhagen, but you know, Merab's the bantamweight GOAT, and he showed no signs of slowing down in that last fight. I'm gonna have to go Merab decision. I think this fight might be a little boring. Just, you know, I'm excited to watch it, but I don't know, stylistically wise, like Sandhagen's not knocking nobody out on the feet. Merab's definitely not knocking nobody out on the feet. Corey's got great grappling, so I don't know if Merab will just be able to break him like he does everybody else. So it might kind of be a little outside foot battle, you know, standing on the feet, trying to cage the distance. I hope it doesn't do that. I hope Merab brings the fight and really tries to break Corey. I'm gonna go decision by Merab 5 rounds. I think this goes all 5 rounds. And Merab, I think this is gonna be a razor kind of close fight. So we'll see. Here we go. This is going to be fight of the night. The only person that beats Yuri is Alex Pereira. But Khalil, man, there is going to be zero grappling in this fight, by the way. This is going to be all stand-up. I like fights like this when you really don't know who to go with. Yuri, who did he beat last? Who did he beat in his last fight? Jamal Hill. They both came off of beating Jamal Hill. Yuri actually got the finish on Jamal Hill. I wanted to do MMA math. Yuri actually got the finish on Jamal Hill. Khalil Roundtree did like a 5-round decision. He kept knocking him down, but he wasn't finishing. Yuri is known to get that calf beat up, and well, Yuri's tough though. He can take these calf kicks. But I think Khalil should come out and try to chop Yuri's legs down. I think Khalil's definitely going to have the speed advantage. Will Yuri come out and impose his will from the get-go? Will Yuri's chin hold up against Khalil? Khalil's kind of powerful, man. Gets a lot of flash knockdowns where he like knocks people down. I'd have to go with Yuri because I'm just going to go off the Jamal Hill fights, bro. Like, Yuri finished him. Khalil didn't. Simple as that, bro. We're going to do MMA math on this one. I really don't know who to go with on this. Technique-wise, style-wise, Khalil's way more crisp and smooth, but Yuri's got that shit to him where he'll just sit here and just eat punches for a whole round, then second round come out and pose his will and knock your ass out. So we'll see. Yuri doesn't put his hands up, and I think that's a very dangerous game with somebody like Khalil. So we'll see. But I'm gonna go Yuri. I'm gonna go another decision, and I think it's fight of the night. I don't think either one of them is getting a finish. Next, we got Big Meaty Hooks. Big Meaty Hooks is returning. Josh Emmett coming with the Dexter beard. When y'all remember when Dexter got sent to the cabin at the end, like I think that was like the last episode, he had a big giant red beard. Josh Emmett is rocking that. Yusuf Zalal, I think he fought Calvin Kattar, right? Was his last fight? And Josh got styled on by Lerone Murphy. Josh did have one crazy highlight though. You're gonna get one crazy highlight of a Josh Emmett fight. He picked Lerone Murphy up over his head and like threw him down like DC. It was crazy. Looked like a UFC 5 takedown animation. If Josh Emmett always has that knockout, like that one punch knockout chance, a puncher's chance, as they would say. And if it connects on Yusuf Zalal, I think Yusuf Zalal is going to sleep. Who have I seen Yusuf Zalal fight against? I saw the Ilia Topuria fight with Yusuf Zalal. So Yusuf Zalal does have good grappling. If he didn't get choked out by Ilia, I think he might have good grappling because Ilia came in with just a grappling attack on him and didn't get choked out. But Josh Emmett doesn't really look to wrestle and ground and pound like that. So if Josh Emmett just starts to stand up and strike, unless he gets a big KO, which I don't think he will, because Yusuf Zalal is not Bryce Mitchell. You're not going to send him to the Shadow Realm. I think it's another decision, man. I think Yusuf Zalal just too fast, way more skilled. I think there's a big age difference. Josh Emmett's like 50 years old, damn near. Yusuf Zalal looks like a young buck. I think he'll just be able to style on him, just be too quick. This is an easy decision. I don't think Yusuf Zalal's got that knockout power. Has he even got... I need to check into his record and see if he has actual wins by knockout. Oh, we got a submission in against that decision. Damn! Yusuf Zalal is a good My God. He fought Sean Woodson? I don't even remember that fight. Damn, Yusuf Zalal. He's got a lot of fights in the. I didn't know he had that many. Yeah. So looking at Yusuf Zalal's record, he doesn't knock anybody out. It's either decision or he gets a submission. So I think this will be another decision. I don't think the last fights I've seen, the most recent fights I've seen, he doesn't grapple really. So I don't think he'll finish Josh Emmett with a submission. Josh Emmett has been choked out by Yair though with the triangle. So we'll see. I'm going decision though, Yusuf. Next we got a boost, no gas tank, Magomedov versus Joe Pyfer. This is I think this is an easy knockout, flatline KO in the, let's go second round. If Sean Strickland can finish out Boost in the second round, Joe Pyfer, this is going to be easy money. Joe Pyfer likes to stalk people down, and a Boost gasses out very easily. So I think a Boost will easily win the first round just by output, but then he's going to be gassed going into the second round. Joe Pyfer's going to get in his face, land one punch, and Abus is going to be sleeping on the canvas. They better get his pillow and his sheets ready because this Joe Pyfer is flatlining him in the second round. This is like the easiest prediction. I will say this. Abus does have a more variety of strikes, but if you got no gas tank, bro, you're not going to be able to hold yourself off against Joe Pyfer. Joe Pyfer, he's got his big right hand. He's got a little couple calf kicks there, here and there. But Joe Pyfer is looking for the knockout, and he's looking to flatline you. So I think this is an easy pick. I'm excited to watch him fight Mini Francis. They say Francis Ngannou 2.0. I don't know this Tristan Vines though, so I'm not gonna make a prediction. But Every time I watch him fight, he's flatlining people, knocking them out in the first round. So I would say first round, gets another first round knockout. And this is smart, putting him right before the main card. At last prelim, that's very smart by the UFC, because once they see Ateba Gutierrez knock somebody out, they're going to want to buy that pay-per-view. Very smart right there. I remember his last fight. He got KO'd by Ikram. And it was like barely a left. It was like a little check hook, and it dropped him. And like, this dude has no chin. So Edmund, I seen in his last fight, got a nice little scrappy win. I'm going to go with Edmund. Damn, bro. They moved Patchy Mix all the way to the early prelims. That is crazy. Will Alex Pereira get that belt back? Will Corey Sandhagen have enough beakers and test tubes to finish Merab? Because you're going to have to submit him or knock him out. That's the only way you're beating Merab. You're not beating Merab in a 5-round fight. And will we have fight of the night with Yuri Prochazka and Khalil Rountree? I think so. This is going to be an exciting main card. Prelims and early prelims kind of fell off, but hey, guys, if you made it all the way to the end, don't forget to like the video. Also, comment down below your predictions, who you're rolling with, and make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. I will catch y'all on the next one. We out.
I'm him, I can tell you from the jump, I'm a different breed. Bought a new tech, free shot, no referee. I ain't gon' force, nah shit, I'ma let it be. White gold shining, diamonds red like the 7 Seas.